Today we're talking about shoulder warm-ups for position baseball players. This is great for just general shoulder mobility for anybody, but like I said, we're talking about baseball players today. So before they get out and start throwing really, really hard, one of the couple key motions we want to make sure we test is how well the arm reaches across the body while the shoulder blade stays down, how well the arm reaches straight back behind the body, and how well the arm reaches back behind you towards the other shoulder blade. Now, if any of those feel the tightest, that's the position we're going to have you start mobilizing the shoulder in. So in this case, if reaching the arm across, this is a fancy term called horizontal adduction, is the tightest, we're going to have you work and mobilize that. So find the position where it feels the tightest. You can kind of play with it and see as you raise the arm up where it feels the tightest at. Once you find that tight spot, grab the arm. With your free hand, you can grab onto a fence post, onto a dugout, onto a door frame, something like that. Or you can just use your opposite arm to help pull. You're going to pull that across as far and tight as you can, then back off. Pull it across as far and tight as you can, then back off. The important thing is this should not be painful. This should just feel like a good kind of general mobility, stretch-ish kind of thing. And you should be able to get further and further and further into that movement each time. Go from there. Then retest all those motions. If this feels better and this feels better, you're good to go. Go warm up. If not, we're moving on. If this one feels the stiffest, how do you work that? This is a fancy term called shoulder extension. So grab a baseball bat, in this case a dowel rod, hang on to that baseball bat, make your opposite arm do all the work, and shove that arm straight back behind you as far as you can into shoulder extension. As you're doing that, you should be able to get higher and higher and further as you go. And as that arm and shoulder starts to loosen up, go back and retest. This should feel pretty good. This should feel pretty good. This should feel pretty good. If you're still feeling tight, or in this case, if reaching back behind your back toward the other shoulder blade was the tightest motion, that's actually the one you want to start with. So how do we mobilize the shoulder in that motion? So that is a fancy term called shoulder internal rotation, or that hand behind the back. We want to grab that hand with the opposite side. So in this case, I'm going to mobilize my right shoulder. I'm going to grab my right arm with my left hand, and I'm going to pull that up, over, and across as high as I can. So doing that over and over and over, 12 to about 20 times, should get a really good mobilization on the shoulder itself. Once you hit that 12 to 20 times, go back and retest everything. Should still feel really great there. Should still feel really great there. Should still feel even now, should feel even better going like this. So hitting those three motions before pitching, before warming up is going to be huge, especially as we get advanced into our training and our playing years. We want to keep that shoulder mobility. We want to keep your shoulders healthy for as long as we possibly can.